this edition of Test Drive, we take a look at another green Toyota. Now, I'm not talking about this ugly pea green paint job, rather this is the hybrid version of the new Camry. The whole hybrid thing is becoming a moving target. On the one hand, many use the electric side to boost performance and little else. All you have to do is to look at the Honda Accord Hybrid or the Lexus GS 450h. On the other side, it's fuel economy that is the central focus. The Prius and now defunct Honda Insight being prime examples. With the Camry, well, Toyota takes the middle ground as it puts a clear emphasis on both sides of the hybrid equation. Obviously, this begs a question. Does it mean a compromise? Over the years, there's been an awful lot of debate about hybrid technology and whether it saves as much fuel as it's supposed to. On this Camry, we actually got a highway average of 6.4 litres per 100 kilometres. Now that puts it well within 1 litre per 100 kilometres of the official rating. In this day and age, getting that close is nothing short of extraordinary. At the heart of the Camry Hybrid is the latest version of Toyota's Hybrid Synergy Drive. In this case, it blends a 147 horsepower 2.4 litre engine with an electric motor. When both are giving their all, this puts the equivalent of 187 horsepower at the driver's disposal. Mat the gas and the continuously variable transmission allows the engine to spin up to redline as the electric motor does its thing. The result is a run to 100 kilometers an hour of 8.4 seconds, which puts it on a par with many V6-powered family sedans. One of the biggest improvements to this Camry is the interior design. To begin with, the materials are top-notch and easily the best in segment. You also get a very large set of controls on the center stack. Now, for we that are cursed with these things, it means you can actually read them without having to put your glasses on. They're also arranged the right way round, the radio above the climate controls. Better yet, you get redundant controls right on the steering wheel. Left side audio, right side climate. A very nice set of dials. The lot has been very well thought through. Riding on McPherson struts all round and anti-roll bars at both ends, the Camry walks a fine line. Out on the open road, it's comfortably compliant, yet when pushed through the pylons, there is minimal body roll and understeer only surfaces when you really start to take liberties. Add to that Toyota's Vehicle Dynamics Integrated Management System, or stability control to the rest of the world, and you have a sure-footed piece that does not have to take a back seat to any of its intended competition. Even the electrically assisted steering, which is something I'm not a big fan of, delivers decent feedback. The rear seat environment has been very well thought through as well. To begin with, plenty of legroom, a ton of headroom, and enough width to accommodate 3 adult riders in the back. Now, the one that sits in the middle, they won't complain too loudly either. There's decent padding on the seat and there's no tunnel intrusion. You'll also find 60/40 split folding rear seats. Now, there is one minor drawback. Because of the 244 volt battery for the hybrid system, it limits the space in the pass-through. But that's about it. You'll also find a full-on anti-lock brake system that brings short 38.2 metre stops from 100 kilometers an hour. Aside from staying out of the picture until absolutely needed, the anti-lock system also features brake assist and a pedal that's easily modulated. On the passive side of the safety ledger, the hybrid comes with 6 airbags plus a knee bolster airbag for the driver. The latter prevents the driver from kneecapping him or herself on the under-dash hardware should the worst actually happen. This latest Camry is without question the best to date. To begin with, the exterior style has an ounce of personality, it handles very nicely, and there's a ton of interior room. And if you go with the hybrid, well, you get that extra bonus. On the one hand, it delivers V6-like power and performance. On the other, it sips its fuel like a 4-cylinder engine should. The bottom line, this thing is like having your cake and eating it too.